Brother, if I had a dollar for every time I saw Concord 3 under any post marathon related, I'd probably be able to afford the microtransactions that Marathon's going to have. Um, it's low key hilarious. Everyone wants this game to fail. Like, people are actively rooting for the downfall. Honestly, like, I get it. We've all been burned, but it's just absolute clown behavior. Calling it Concord 3 before we even see the final loop, though, it's just stupid. However, I think Bungie does have some serious stuff to fix if we want Marathon to succeed in the long run. We gotta talk about that, like, the hate, the meta problems, and if this thing is actually going to be like super fun, super playable, or if it's just going to be poopy. So here's the deal: sentiment around Marathon's weird. Like, it's bad. You got people mad about recent Destiny content. Like, man, I jumped that ship years ago, by the way. It's been like a couple years now at this point. You got people mad about like the art drama, by the way, like the whole situation with the stolen designs and stuff. That was a bad look, but they fixed it, like it's done. You got the delays. It's pushed to 2026 now, obviously, from its September 2025 window. You had like the Bungie layoffs. People are still holding on to that. Like, the immediate reaction was, and I still see from people, that it is that to them. They think it's over. It's Concord. But here's the thing, dude. I just want the game where I can build craft and get into the competitive nature. Like, today, I want to look at why people think this is going to fail. Why comparing it to Concord is kind of just fucking lame. And the actual problems, like, like the one-shot metas will have, that will need to be fixed, or we just need to hurdle around them. Every game has these issues. FOMO will actually kill people's desire to even get into the game or play it for long periods of time. And like, you gotta get past that surface level. And I'll be damned if I get an influx of cheaters, or we get an influx of cheaters and we get killed and we never get our loot back. So let's get into that fat ass elephant in the room. Concord 3. The haters love this. They love throwing it at anything. Concord died because it was seemingly nothing. The gameplay was just another hero shooter. It was like a game of all time, dude. Peak game of all time, right? No, it had zero identity. Like, hey, dude, I didn't even know about the game until it died. And that's a shame. Like, looking into it afterwards, it really, like, we really just chalked it up to all of that. Like, it was just a big nothing burger. None of us never ever even played it. Marathon, though, brother, Marathon has this identity. Its story is eerie. The world is colorful. It's an extraction shooter, and those are hot right now. Those are so hot right now. Arc Raiders, Tarkov's been around forever. People like Arena Breakout Infinite. Marathon's got the hero angle to it. I'm personally seeing a huge cross of Apex, Destiny, extraction shooter. I think that's super cool. The reason people want it to fail is because they're tired of live service treadmills, I guess. The microtransactions, the art style. They want it to be dead on arrival. They don't like it. So they don't want it to be. But saying it's Concord implies nobody cares. People care about Marathon. People care. They care enough to be angry. Concord, it clearly nobody cared. Clearly no one cared. And that's the difference. I think that's the difference. However, Bungie drops this thing and it feels like a hero shooter disguised as an extraction game. Yeah, it's kind of insane. But at that point, we do have a problem. I don't think that's the issue. The issue is the gameplay loop itself. The FOMO, the weapons feeling overpowered, and shells feeling more broken than others. This right here, this is what scares me. Bungie has a history. We all know it. It's within Destiny, the special weapons, the shotgun, snipers, fusions, they are one-shot machines. In an arcade shooter where, like, you respawn in 5 seconds, like, whatever, ain't doing nothing. But this ain't gonna be Quake. It's an extraction shooter where, we're gonna spend 10, 15, 20 minutes walking around, fighting AI, looting all the good loot, getting our money up. And if you turn a corner and you just get deleted in 0.1 seconds from a sniper sitting in a bush, or sliding around, this guy slides around a corner and you get one tapped with a shotgun, that's a drag. It's a fucking drag. It won't be a hard curve to have low TTK in an extraction game. That's normal. If the meta becomes who sees who first wins instantly, then the build crafting just doesn't matter. The armor you're wearing probably doesn't matter. Your stats don't matter. You know, all that work you put into your kit doesn't matter. But we will have actual fights at Marathon. You know, don't go in with that mindset. There are solutions to these things in about every game. Every game, you know, every game has a meta issue. We know not to peek the sniper. We know close quarters that we need to bring a shotgun. But we will get to these maps. We will get to know the map's rat spots. We will know how to use our shells in these situations. They need to balance the shell's abilities with the gunplay. That gives you a chance to survive. And from what we have seen, I think they are on the right track with that regard. And here's the other big one, dude. The big F word. FOMO. Ooh. Bungie loves FOMO. Let's be so for real right now. They practically made that a Destiny trademark, dude. Like and then they introduced sunsetting like later into Destiny 2. So and then they undid it. Like it's just the whole big mess with that, dude. But even with seasons, like you had to get the loot then, or you never got it. You know, in an extraction shooter, like you already have fear. You know, you're not really having big FOMO, but you have gear fear. You have the fear of losing your gear, and honestly, I think that's a good fear. That makes your heart pump. That's pretty good. It makes extraction shooters very thrilling. But bad FOMO is like if you don't play this week, you miss the meta gun forever. But we will have season wipes to keep things fresh. We will have these wipes to keep things going. Such as Tarkov. Tarkov wipes work because the economy gets broken. The gear fear stacks your vault up to max capacity. Destiny vaulting content, like that just sucked. It felt like theft. Marathon's going to work though, since they are eliminating FOMO. They're eliminating gear fear, you know, so get into that mindset. We know these wipes are coming. Use that to your advantage. Use your loot. Have fun. And like we're grown, you know, we have stuff to do. Having fresh starts where we are all even is smart. We all get to have clean slates and not get juiced by 80-hour-a-week sweats. We will use our gear. Use your gear. But like I will be a 40-hour-a-week sweat, so sorry guys. All right, look. The art style's dope. The movement looks smooth. Bungie knows how to make shooting feel good. They have that feeling down. Like hand cannons in Destiny, for example, I felt no game has replicated that since. I loved using hand cannons in D2. It felt so good. But moving on from that, like, can they build a loop that doesn't feel like a casino designed to steal my wallet? That's a good question. People comparing it to Arc Raiders and other extraction shooters, it's good. Competition's good. But Bungie has to solve the problems they created in their previous games. I want it to be good. I really want it to be good. It looks so much fun. I want to build a good loadout. Go in, get some loot, get in and out. Simple, fun. Some of these people expect it to flop, say it looks unappealing, AI generated. Then we go to the other side of the spectrum to see people who are actively looking at this game. Those who, you know, think the fights are cool, weapons look good, shells seem fun, and we need to just be there to give the game a chance. The beta on the 26th is giving everyone that chance. So go play the beta, go have fun, make your own opinion. Don't just continue riding the hate train. Just like get on the hype train, see how it plays, get the feeling of it. Just go have fun with the game. So, is it going to be Concord 3? Probably not. There's just so many supporters behind the game now. The pre-orders went through the roof a couple weeks ago, which is a good look for the game too. However, is it going to be perfect? No game is, especially on launch. The beta could be a mess. On launch could be a mess. We'll just have to see. We'll also have a day one patch, I'm assuming. That'll be really good too. But that's the reality of it. You know, I'm going to play it. I'm going to have fun. Win, die. Going to complain about it. You know, those are just realistically things that we all do. But, you know, tell me what you think. You know, what do you think? Are you one of the people praying for the downfall? Or are you actually going to give it a shot? Let me know down in the comments. And if you think I'm wrong, well, go deal with those consequences.